Giving you guys some cap update. I'm going to talk a little bit of tight end. And for the last time, I'm going to address something. So let's jump into this. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. What is up, Fin fans? Monday sucks, except for the football season. You notice that football season, like Thursdays and Sundays and Mondays don't necessarily suck, especially if your team's playing. You notice that? But we're going to talk about a few things, and we're going to talk about cap space. We're going to talk about how there's still moves that can be made to clear up the cap space. We're going to talk about Brandon Schultz. He kind of already signed somewhere. And then I'm going to address something. But before all that, I'm going to let you guys know tomorrow I'm picking the winner of the two. But before all that, I just want to let you guys know tomorrow I'm picking Tyreek Hill signed jersey giveaway winner. So tomorrow morning, probably, because I think I'm going to do a reaction video, or I'm going to do the I got multiple ideas for videos tomorrow. But tomorrow's video, early, probably 10 o'clock release, I'm going to announce the winner. And if you want, I already emailed you, or I DM'd you back, so don't even worry about it. But I'm going to announce the winner tomorrow, and I got a little bit of something special in that video. But yeah, so real quick, give you guys an update on the salary cap. Let me minimize myself. We're sitting right about here, about 6 million. So we got, the Giants, the Jags, the Commanders, the Eagles, all below us. Bills have about 3 million more. Jets have about 5 million more. Patriots are 13. But we have 6. Dolphins are sitting at around 6 million. They could, after June 1st, they're getting 13.6 million. So if they don't touch anything until then, they'll have 19 million in cap space after June 1st. And then they could get more money if they restructure, or if they give Christian Wilkins an extension, because he's on the cap for 10 million. So that could give us some more money. Also, if they move on from certain players, Jerome Baker's contract became fully guaranteed. Now the only way they could save money is after June 1st if they move on from Jerome Baker. And then you have Cedric Wilson Jr., who they could trade. I don't think release really gives us much money, and they can get cap relief there. But right now we're sitting at about 6 million in cap space. And I bring that up because Dalton Schultz signed a contract. Now, it was reported that he was wanting a good chunk of change, right? He wanted some pretty good money. I think he turned down some contracts that were going to pay him around 11-12 million a year, but then he ended up signing with this is what the Cowboys free agent tight end has gambled on himself, and it hasn't worked out. Schultz had a 3-year, $36 million contract offer at one point, which he declined. And now he's unsigned. And then I think he signed with the Texans. Yeah, 1-year deal worth about 9 million with the Texans. I don't know why the Dolphins didn't kick those tires, but again, they're sitting at about 6 million, so they probably would have had to structure it a certain way. And maybe they go tight end in the draft, which I'm going to start doing a draft prospect video and all that good stuff. But there's some deals and works that'll probably still get made and still get moved upon. So those are the little updates I wanted to give you guys. I'll have more updates during the week, especially if the Dolphins, like I said, Christian Wilkins contract extension, Sealer contract extension, Connor Williams contract extension. Those 3 contract extensions could clear up. Probably you're looking at about 12 million in cap space. We could be sitting at about 18 million. Then they can have Emmanuel Ogba's his contract be converted to signing bonus, give us more cap space, put us at about 20-something million in cap space. If the Dolphins wanted to make moves, if the Dolphins wanted to get somebody, or if there's somebody out there that they really liked, they're going to go out and they're going to make the move and they're going to go get them. Prime example, Barry Jackson came out and said, Dolphins down to a few million in cap space, but they can create more with the Wilkins extension, and maybe an unexpected option arises this summer or earlier at right tackle or tight end. Byron Jones, 13.6 million in cap space, becomes available June 1st, as most of you know. So You guys know how I feel about the whole right tackle position. I'm not going to bring that up again. But yeah, we'll see how it all pans out. Right now, the defense, I love it. Absolutely love the way the defense looks. Offense, I like the addition, bringing in Braxton Berrios, bringing back River Craycraft. We lost out on Trent Sherfield, and I'm going to talk about that in about 2 seconds. Bringing back the only issue I have is the offensive line. It's two areas on that offensive line. Other than that, I'm good. And tight end, obviously. I want like in a perfect world, I want like a Travis Kelce type tight end, but those, you don't just go and get those. Those you get lucky with. If you know, there's only one Travis Kelce in the NFL, but those are the only areas that I'm really like offensive line and tight end. Other than that, I'm happy. I'm happy with what the Dolphins did, and I think the Dolphins definitely got better, and a lot of people think that. And that's a video I'm going to make tomorrow, kind of react to people's thoughts on the Miami Dolphins. But let's talk about Trent Sherfield. So Trent Sherfield decided to sign with the Buffalo Bills. And he had a presser, and of course, Matt Perona came out and he said Trent Sherfield on his decision to come to Buffalo and play for the Bills with multiple teams in the mix for his services. If you want to be an elite receiver, you come and play with an elite quarterback. So people took that, right? They took that sentence and of course they blew it up and they overreacted. Trent Sherfield doesn't think Tua Tagovailoa is elite. Trent Sherfield didn't think he could do anything with Tua Tagovailoa, and that's why he's going to Buffalo, because he said it himself. If you want to be an elite receiver, you got to come and play with an elite quarterback. I don't know why he did a Barack Obama. You can come and play with an elite quarterback. I don't know why I did that. But then Matt came out and he wanted to clarify. Again, no notion, Tua's name was never brought up. Matt came out and he wanted to clarify. He said this wasn't a shot at Tua, FYI. He said he wanted to return to Miami, and it seemed like the Dolphins moved in a different direction and wanted other guys to step up. Eric Ezukanma. So again, he wanted to go back to Miami, but Miami was like, "Look, we're going to go in a different direction. Go get the bank. Go do what you need to do." So if you want to play with an elite receiver, or you want to be an elite receiver, you come and play with an elite quarterback. He wanted to go back to Miami, right? So he came out and he said that. Joe Shag came out and said that Trent Sherfield retweeted this follow-up from the journalist Matt. So Trent Sherfield even came out and retweeted, yes, that's what I meant, right? There's even the quote, once the door closed for Sherfield to return to Miami, he began contemplating where he wanted to play next. He loved the fit in Buffalo with the offense and the quarterback, Josh Allen. A couple of teams were in the picture, he said, but Buffalo came in the picture, and it was just like something that I just could not look past. And with obviously how the offense plays, and obviously, Ken Dorsey and Josh Allen and everything like that. And then he says, it's like if you want to be an elite receiver, you come. So again, people will take the one sentence, and they're even putting the quote out there, the video, which is 3 seconds, but taking out the first half where he wanted to come back to Miami. He wanted to come back to Miami. Lo and behold, also Tyreek Hill requotes the tweet and says he did not say that. And I'm bringing this up because I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this for the offseason. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not defending the Miami Dolphin quarterbacks, and I did this for Ryan Fitzpatrick. I did this for Josh Rosen. Yes, I did this for Josh Rosen. You can go back and check it out. Been doing this for 5 years now. I did it for Ryan Tannehill. Go back. I'll tag the video. Go back and watch when Brocktober was happening and how I came out and said, Brocktober's nothing. He's winning off a yak. I want Tannehill back. Go back and watch that. Tua's not it's a Miami Dolphin quarterback, but I'm not doing it anymore. This is what I wanted to talk about. I'm not doing it anymore. It's stupid. This whole thing is stupid. The people that are coming out of the woodworks and trying to make this into something, they're not stupid, because I would never be disrespectful to people in their opinion, but the whole thing is stupid. Never mentioned Tua. Actually mentioned he wanted to go back and play with Tua. Not specifically, but he said the Miami Dolphins. And he even reliked the tweet about the clarifying of everything. But people have agendas, and they will twist what they want to fit their agenda. Plain and simple. This is what people need to come to a realization, and they need to do this. Tua Tagovailoa, and I'd say his full name, but I haven't in a while, so I'd butcher it, is the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback in 2023. Is he the starting quarterback in 2024? That's up to him. That's up to his health, and that's up to how he plays this year. But in 2023, Tua Tagovailoa is the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback. And if you are a Dolphin fan, and if you want this team to succeed, and if you want to win a championship, you will sit back and you will root for the entire team. All 22 players that cleats hit that field, you will root for them all. You will not root for the downhill of Tua Tagovailoa. You will not root for turnovers from Tua Tagovailoa. You will not root for injury to Tua Tagovailoa because you have an agenda. That does not make you a fan of the team, because that means you don't want the team to succeed to fit your agenda. So plain and simple, if you want the team to succeed, if you want to win a championship, regardless if you think we can or can't, if you want it to happen, you will root for all 22 players. That includes your quarterback, because Tua Tagovailoa will be the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins in 2023. Like, I don't understand why this has to be said. I don't understand why there's this group that is so adamant that they take one little thing that has nothing to do about Tua and they make it about him. And they come out and they go, see, Tua sucks. And everyone thinks he sucks. And blah, blah, blah. But then there's a pile of evidence saying he doesn't. No. That's because of this. And that's because of that. That's because of this. Oh, look over here. Look at. Not doing it anymore. This is the last time I'm doing it. I'm not addressing it anymore. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is not about me coming and trying to defend the Miami Dolphins quarterback. And again, I don't just do this, and I didn't just do this for Tua. I did it for all the quarterbacks. When Ryan Fitzpatrick was getting a ton of hate for the loss against the Patriots game, week 1 of 2020, go back and watch my defense of him and how the receiver fell and how it wasn't his fault we lost that game. Go back and watch it. I do it for all Miami Dolphin quarterbacks, especially if the narrative is stupid. And I apologize if me using that word bothers some people. Let's change it to ridiculous. I apologize. Ridiculous. Because if the narrative was Tua can't stay healthy and I'm worried about that, me too. Tua still has inconsistencies that worry me, and I need to see him chain it together and do better later in the year. Me too. You get no pushback from me. It's this nonsense. And I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. Especially when training camp comes, and if he underthrows a ball, I'm not talking about it. I'm not dealing with it because it's nonsense. It's ridiculous. I'm done. Go banter all you want. I'm not dealing with it on Twitter, and I'm not dealing with it here. I'm not addressing it. I'm moving on. I'm rooting for the team. I'm looking at the rest of the free agents. I'm looking at the prospects we could take in the second, third round, and I'm looking forward to the schedule being released. Other than that, I don't care. I want to see what he puts on the field. I want to see him on the field. He can't do that. But any of those two, move on in 2024. That's where I'm at. Done deal. I'm done. I'm done. It's just ridiculous. That's what I got for you guys. Like I said, tomorrow I will be announcing the winner. And I think we're going to do some reactions tomorrow. And then I think Wednesday we'll start breaking down prospects. We'll start with running backs. See what running backs we could be looking for in the second round. Well, on that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love y'all. Again, if this is your last chance, I'm probably going to be announcing or making the video tonight. So if you want to be part of the giveaway and you haven't emailed me or DM'd me on Twitter, go do it now. You have till about 10 o'clock tonight. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Offense out.